Hello and welcome once again, and for the last time for this particular series. It is the I-League Season 2, the European qualifier for the semi-final, Denial Esports versus Virtus.Pro, game number 3. Man, it's all up to this now. Whoever loses will be out, whoever wins will be facing up against Power Rangers at 15 CT, so pretty much straight after this game, more likely than not. But who will win? Denial once again get their hands on the Ogre Matcha and the Beastmaster, whereas Virtus.Pro starting a little bit differently than usual. Elder Titan and Skyref Mage for them. But we are of course HeflaTV. I am Coucher and I have HeflaMoke with me, if he's back at least. Are you back?
Yeah, I am. That was fast, little bio break. But either way, is it good to actually let the Beastmaster through? I mean, I'm not saying the Beastmaster was like the crucial hero last game, but in comparison to what the Bane did, way better. The Bane, awesome in denies. Like I don't know, if there's some award for like denies, he definitely won it. If there's also a award for like pretty much completely effed up Shadow Fiends, then Shadow Fiends, I say Shadow Crypts, Fiends Crypt. Now, what the fuck? Fiends Crypts. He gets that award too. Like I have never seen in my life so many Bane ultimates completely wasted.
It was of course a hard game to just go for the ultimates. There was so much to stop it, like multiple Yule Scepters, long range Ice Paths, the Dark Pact of course.
No, but it was mostly
itself.
the Dark Pact actually removing it. Like 4 or 5 Fiend Scripts were interrupted by the Dark Pact. He never got the timing right. I don't know. But in the end it doesn't matter. It came down to what I said in the draft. As long as there's an anti-mage in the game, on the pitch, you always have a good stand in the game. And Garda, he found the farm. He had a team around that sometimes here and there made some questionable decisions. Sure, Fuckamat also went for the famous tactical feed, but it didn't matter in the end because Garda found his farm, he pushed it through, like he had enough pressure on Virtus.Pro that they had to come back, and well, it worked out well for them. In the end, Garda was a beast. Droal, he had a bad start into the game, just like on his Morphling, but the strength on Garda also sort of like, yeah, transitioned then into farm on Droal because Garda was buying enough time and creating enough space for Droal finding some farm. So in the end, even the TA hit for a lot.
Well, it's just, that's what happens when you give too much time for an anti-mage or let him off to have the great start. If you have Power Treads and Battle Fury by 15 minutes in, you usually know it's going to be a good anti-mage game for you. But Virtus.Pro, they're taking a just completely different approach almost. Faceless Void, a hero that we haven't seen so far. Elder Titan and Centaur, the same applies to them as well. So they're going for more of the like older standard kind of style of draft, whereas Denial once again get their hands on the anti-mage. Plus of course this time around they had the Vengeful Spirit for themselves. Also an excellent hero against Faceless Void to just swap people out from the Chronospheres.
And they go again for it. Oh my god. So Beastmaster, Ogre, Anti-Mage, it's pretty much what we saw in game number 1 for Virtus.Pro. A lot of changes are there. Like so far it's just the Skyref Mage repeating in the draft. Vengeful Spirit, who did a very good job in 2 games for Virtus.Pro. I have to say, like, the Vengeful Spirit plays were flawless. So if there's any blame or any credit to go to, then it was definitely the Vengeful Spirit who gets all the credit. Like his swaps and his stuns and everything, it was always good. Like it was really good. Now Denial Esports, we have to see if they do a better job. I'm pretty sure that maybe Cryo is playing this and fucking Matt stays on the Ogre. And of course Funzy is gonna get the Beastmaster, Gara is gonna get the Anti-Mage, and we have one more core coming out for Droal in the mid. But if they can somehow, or like just some, I don't know, get some elements of the last game into this game, I don't see why Denial can't just repeat this. And Virtus.Pro, they come up with a Void as the solution against the Anti-Mage, but that only means some guaranteed kills here and then Anti-Mage, maybe some slower farm on him, but overall, if the Anti-Mage is tanky enough, then in the end, not even the Chrono can stop him.
Oh, now Virtus.Pro with the Zeus, maybe that's enough like early game power for them to just nuke down Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage of course, probably one of the better carries to deal with, just heavy amounts of magical damage. Although then again, Elder Titan will reduce some of the magic resistance anyway, so that's a good sign for them. But Virtus.Pro, I mean, at the moment, Faceless Void is going to have to be like an extreme late game carry for them. Although Zeus just scales reasonably well into the late game also, this Faceless Void is going to have to be just extremely stacked to take on the Anti-Mage.
Well, we have to see him. I mean, Zeus, Anti-Mage, I'm not quite sure. And we get an Invoker. Is this a Droal Invoker? I've never seen him play Invoker, by the way. So this is the first for me. And to be honest, I mean, I have to be very honest. Like, if there's any denial fanboy out there and I'm offending you, then I'm really sorry about this. But I was not really impressed by his morphling in the first game. Obviously, like his mid was kind of crushed. The TA was pretty much a replicate of that, and then later he picked up. But I think Goddard gets the credit for here, just creating space. So I have to see how he's doing on the Invoker. Invoker definitely a hero that is not so susceptible to ganks like the TA early game and the Morphling. But then again, he also has no babysitter this time, like an IO or anyone else taking the lane. So he's on his own and he has to convince us by good plays.
I mean, maybe he's gonna do them, maybe not. I mean, they have reasonable setup for the Sunstrucks, at least if it's gonna be the Exort after all. Though him starting with Null Talisman, I would think it's an Exort Invoker. Otherwise, usually you start with Blaze of Attack if you go for the Vex build. But we'll see. But for Virtus.Pro, their laning probably is going to be a rather passive one. I mean, Elder Titan and Skyrof Mage, not the greatest of roaming combinations, for example.
Yep, absolutely. And, well, today, right now, right here, we decide who's playing against Power Rangers. And to be honest, Power Rangers is not an easier team to play against. To be honest, if I see Virtus.Pro, how they play at the moment, and Power Rangers, like, this is going to be a good game. And if Denial can somehow replicate games against Power Rangers, just as we saw it in game number 2, they also have a good chance. But what I saw yesterday of Power Rangers, very, very good performance. Against BBC, complete surprise. Like, the games weren't even funny. It was really a stomp. It was definitely a stomp. Either way, we're gonna introduce the players for a very last time. I'm gonna take. Wait, you took Virtus.Pro last game, so I'm gonna take it now. So we have BCZ on the Faceless Void in the safe lane. Yol is gonna be there on the Elder Titan, which I'm kind of surprised. So this is not an offlane ET because that's already reserved by Mr. Center here. Sidoy is gonna be played by the Center. No, the other way around. Center is gonna be played by Sidoy. G is taking the Zeus, which is kind of a surprise, to be honest. I mean, the Zeus overall is a surprise, and, well, we have to see how good he's doing on it. And Jotum, the last one, is on a Scarf Mage.
And for Denial, Carter once again playing the anti-mage as to be expected, with Cryo J on the Ogre, fucking Matt playing the Vengeful, leaving Choral on the Invoker, and last will be Fonzie on his kind of signature Beastmaster offlane. But when you were talking about whoever wins this is going to face Power Rangers, do you think Power Rangers themselves, do they have, like, a preference here? Would they rather want to face VP or Denial?
Denial. Because Denial's performance is up and down all the time, while Virtus.Pro, we know what we can expect from Virtus.Pro. This is the original crew. We know the players, we know their preferences, we know their weaknesses in decisions and whatnot. And overall, they did a good show today. Like, even in game number 2, like, this game was not decided till the very end, till they made that one big mistake. Or, let's say, Denial made that one good play, however you want to call it. Denial is, as I said, you saw it in game number 1, how easy Denial gives the game away, and Virtus.Pro is not giving up so fast.
Well, we'll see. Sidoy at the moment, he's going to struggle against CryoJ a little bit, maybe. Ignite is there, the smacks come out, Sidoy doesn't even go for the counter attacks. And he hasn't skilled up return yet, he's waiting to see if he needs Hoof Stomp or not. But Ogre Magi just probably one of the better melee heroes to deal with face centers, because you have nice attack damage early on, you have excellent armor yourself, so even if the return is skilled, it's physical damage, so you're not taking that much from it.
Yep, and G, super aggressive at the moment on Joral. Both of them don't have boots, but in the end, the Invoker doesn't care. Like, harass damage on the Invoker is not really worth anything as long as he has, like, the blue Christmas balls around his head circling. So he, like, when it comes to HPS and MPS, like, he's definitely having the better cards than G. But I don't know, let's see. At least some pressure on the tier 1 tower, but it's so insignificant at the moment. These lanes at the moment, more conservative than last game, but talking about conservatives, they're gonna go on Funsies here. Some more right clicks, there's even the bashes already, and oh, he wanted to get that Jotum kill. Actually, the range creep, one more hit, he's gonna get it.
So it's not all bad. Of course, you don't get the XP for the kill since you were dead, but he's already level 2.5 anyway.
Still, range creep, MVP.
And of course, it's Denial. In game number 2, the creeps of their own jungle help them as well with the denies and everything.
So this is the payback?
No. It's Denial. They're getting along so well with their own jungle and their creeps as well.
Either way, it's a 1-1 start up, but of course, yeah, Virtus.Pro definitely having the advantage here, just getting the first blood, being in range there for the experience and everything. But the Beastmaster is getting the consolidation prize just by getting that kill with the help of the range creeps.
So, kill score 1-1 now. Anti-Mage, of course, farming up, and actually got mid lane 14-2, extremely good last hits, especially against Choral, who is 4-0. Did go for the Vex after all on the Invoker, so will struggle a little bit with just the right-click damage. I mean, he's getting like quad last hits on God compared to Choral.
Yep, definitely. He's doing okay-ish, like G. And Joral, I don't know, he just doesn't find the start into the games apparently. Like it's the third game we see this happening, but still, it's a Vex Invoker, so everything is fine. Like going for the Exort build would not an option here. They want all this tornado and stuff going around. But let's see, we have Cryo this time on the Ogre Magi, just going for G, some harass in and G. You will not win this duel, not with right legs on an Ogre. 7 base armor is just too strong.
Well, it's another
Whoa.
kill happening. Denial main anti-mage. Once again off to a pretty good start. Of course, Faceless Void has relative free farm as well. But I'd be maybe a little bit more scared of an anti-mage, especially based on game number 2. So, I'm not too sure. PCC not going for any greed though. Not going for the Hand of Midas or anything of the sort, although it would have been an extremely fast one with them getting the first blood. Still, Power Threads finished, probably Mask of Madness next, or would you have preferred to see that Hand of Midas?
No, I don't think that's really worthy, because they don't want Joral like in a really core role here. They just want him there for all the disable. But at the moment, well, the Beastmaster getting super low just in the jungle from the creeps at the moment, and he's not able to finish them off. But he's using the clarity. He doesn't have mana, however, though, for Rex. But let's see. We have a stun here on G in the mid, and well, we only have a tornado here. They need some more right clicks here. Tornado holding them back, and there's the EMP. Does it hit the right clicks off the fucking mat? And now ring around the Rosie. One more right click, but I think he's gonna pay for it. Still, it's a good trade. It's G for a support, a hasted support. I can live with that trade. Definitely a good one for Denial.
Yeah, they need it as well. Although even before this, Choral was actually catching up magically on the Invoker. It's 20-4 compared to a 20-2 now, which used to be like 17-2 compared to like a 4-2. So I'm not too sure how exactly Choral got to catch up that fast, even without the diff or without the kill on Zeus. I'm not too sure. It's just magical.
Oh, let's see. Sidoi might be in trouble. There is someone rotating around. There's the Ogre. They need the stun. There is even the slow. There's a rotation actually coming in from the Scarab Mage, but does Garda come on this? Like, there's no stun, no nothing. The right clicks will be enough, and Garda has enough to just blink out. In theory, if this was a bit later into the game, they could have followed up here on the Scarab Mage, but it's just 5 minutes into the game, so all of them just too low HP, and Garda is having a awesome start into this game. I mean, last game he was just farming, being left alone. Now he's doing the same, but he's getting Sidoi bonus on top of it. It's the second time Sidoi dies. It's also the second time that Garda gets credit for the kills. So if we saw a fast farm last game on the anti-mage, this time it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, maybe so. It really depends on if Zeus maybe can come in with a just nice gank or two. If they have the Ancient Seal, which is level 3 by now, Scarf Mage definitely prioritizing just their ability to kill off the anti-mage. At least before he gets himself that Mata style, of course. But not only against him, even against an Invoker, the silence making it so that he cannot Ghost Walk away when he's Vex Invoker anyway.
Yep.
So it's probably the smarter decision, and not only that, of course, boosting up the damage of Lightning Bolts, Double Edges, not too bad.
But as I said, it's I mean, at the moment the anti-mage is what, just 7 CS behind the Void, with the difference is that the anti-mage is like having 2 kills already, getting full credit there, while BCC he only found that first spot on the Beastmaster, but Beastmaster left the lane, so it's kinda all good. The Beastmaster, however, oh, he's level
might be in
4
trouble
now.
again, although does get a double hoof stomp. Now Chotum gonna come in as well. Silence on to Carter, Sidoi though too low on mana, or rather spell already in cooldown anyway. But at least Centaur doesn't die, although I think even without the Scarab Mage coming in, maybe would have survived with the double hoof stomp, but still some nice backup coming in.
Yep, they're saying permanently hello from Sidoi, and that also means that, like, the Scarab Mage, for example, if he has permanently answered the aggression in the top lane, he can't be somewhere else and set up a gank. Because right now, for example, I think they could kill the Invoker if they bring Vision for a potential Ghost Walk or something, like with Zeus and the Seal and everything, they can definitely go for it. But did they just see that smoke? That was smoke, 2 smokes next to each other, and they want to go here on Joral, but no, they didn't see it. There's the Seal, there's all that damage, and no, there's no Ghost Walk in. That was the first ultimate coming out. Easy kill here on Joral. So, the smoke of Denial not being successful because they couldn't prevent anything there.
Man, this kill is so huge. I mean, Chotum had quite a lot of levels before on the Scarab Mage, but now he's gonna hit at level 6, and it's 7.5 minutes in, so Mystic Flare already available for himself. They have the Chronosphere ready as well. this should be really easy and early kills for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, and to be honest, when it comes to level, like Virtus.Pro is definitely having the advantage at the moment. We have a Zeus ultimate, we have a Chronosphere if we want to, and on the other side we have, we even have a Mystic Flare right now. So the only ones we have on level 6 and above is Droral and the Anti-Mage. So for Denial, it takes a bit longer till they come online, and we definitely need multicasts, obviously, and we need the Primal Roar on the Beastmaster. But Beastmaster, since he had to leave the lane, it's everything is going way slower than expected. So he's not really happy with this, but at least he finds a bounty rune. Bottom we have G picking up a regeneration rune. That's just perfect for Zeus. You can blow out every single mana point and you just reach in full.
Oh, Sido might be in some trouble now. If they get one stun, anything on him, Jotun will come in with the slow. Silence as well, but he gets magic missile. Why the hell did he go that close? A few more racks, but the Chrono catches free. Not enough mana for the Mystic Flare though. So damn close for it. Carter still gets the mana void, but he gets bashed. Double edge down. So another trade that goes in the favor of Virtus.Pro.
Yep, I don't know why he hesitated there, and BCC even going for more, but he has no mana for another Time Walk. Like, he's still 10 mana away, so there's nothing coming. Not even a Stampede on Zidoi to catch up somehow, so nope, nothing's really happening here. But I really, we found a go here on G, and he's trying to deny himself to the creeps, and not successful. Droral this time getting the revenge on the Zeus in the mid, so overall, then still a better trade for Denial. They lose the Anti-Mage for a Zeus and a Scarab Mage. I guess that's a trade you can do.
Yeah, with that kill on the Zeus as well, Fancy hits that level 6 on the Beastmaster, so we'll have the Primal Roar to work with. Since they don't have the Sunstrike though, maybe it's not as impactful. You can still keep people in that EMP, for example, with that if need be. Still a nice setup nonetheless. But we'll see how active actually Fancy will become with that Roar, or will it just try to farm out the Boots of Travels, for example.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure about the item decisions, but they're gonna go in here on guard, and the bashes are real. Jesus Christ, BZZ with 4 points on it, easy going, not even a single point in the backtrack, and this time it was definitely worth it. I mean, 25% chance, and he definitely got it there, holding him in place for Zidoi's follow-up and the Mystic Flare, easy going, and now I think Virtus.Pro is doing exactly the right thing, stopping Garder's farm. Garder ruined them game number 2, so they have to do everything in their power right now to stop Garder's farm. And, well, he had a good start, but now he's struggling a bit. Still, he just got the Claymore and the Battle Fury. It will be a tiny bit delayed in comparison to last game. When was it last game? 13 minutes?
I think it was like just 15 minutes in, almost.
Or 15,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, but with the power threads, it's still pretty good timing for you. But definitely not going to be as great of a game as last time around. Especially with the Faceless Void being disfarmed already. And the Chronosphere is a huge threat for them as well. Especially if they can combo it up with the Mystic Flare.
Absolutely. I mean, till Garda gets some HP items for studs, maybe a Manta or then later the Heart, like, he is going to be very vulnerable to that Chronosphere. But at the moment, I think we have a go here on G, but the Tornado is completely off. At least they have another stun, but the Chronosphere, all 3 of them. Joral is the first victim here to fall, and fucking mad is number 2. Yol being in the background, applying all of this. This was the perfect bait. They were ready for this, and Virtus.Pro is striking. This is not just 3 kills, this is also a tier 1 tower. Cliff is available, but this Cliff won't stop anything.
So that's 2 Chronospheres used, both on 3 people. That is huge for BCC, at least for the starters. And once again, it was completely a beta Chronosphere, kind of at least. And Elder Titan making his first appearance, and for support to be level 7 at this point, 2 points to the Natural Order, maxed out Astral Spirit. Just really well done all in all by Virtus.Pro as a team so far. The laning phase, the aggression, just getting some priority on killing off the Anti-Mage as well. Just, I'm impressed.
Yep, it definitely looks good what they're doing right now, and Denial, they don't really have the right answers. I mean, so far they always got somehow back because they got a kill on another lane after they got quite a strike in their face, but this time there's nothing they can do about it. Like, the only upside in the last 2 minutes is that Garda had some undisturbed farm on the lane, but that's about it. Like, this tier 1 tower and a triple, that's bad news. And now make it even 4 as BCC finds the Beastmaster here, like, every single time.
Oh, they will get Cedo at the top lane instead, though. Hoofstomp does get cancelled by a Magic Missile. Mana Void used as well. Fucking Mad gets the kill. But bottom lane, it was like Time Walk over the Beastmaster, silenced up, 3 right clicks from the Faceless Void, and he was dead just because the Astral Spirit was around as well.
Yep. And there's not much you can do at the moment. I mean, you have an Astral Spirit around, which means this is already, what, 90% base, no, 60% base armor reduction, and BCC has already Mask of Madness, Agility PT is on, and then, yeah, 4 points into that time log, which is a very interesting build for someone. I know. Usually we have at least 1 point in the backtrack, which he does right now. But before that, like the value points in there was absolutely worth it, going for 4 points in time lock. So yeah, it's working out at the moment. BZZ becoming a monster again, just like his Slark last game. But then again, the Slark couldn't stop the anti-mage last game, so we have to see where this one is going.
Just even near to the farm that BZZ has in this game, really. Plus, of course, just Chronosphere, man. It's so much better than the Slark pounces.
True. And he finished his Maelstrom, so right now attack speed of the Void is just insane. I mean, it's not funny. He has a free 10 at the moment attack speed with the Mask of Madness on, and of course the Maelstrom PTs. And this is I don't know, just the beginning. From now on, he will just get more and more damage, which means he can take out one target guaranteed in the Chronosphere, unless there's some crazy tornado or so stopping him. And well, Funzy at the moment, yeah, he can't go back to this lane. Like, if he shows here, Time Walk, Chrono, and that's an easy one.
To be honest, it's this Faceless Void is probably going to be a Bash Lord for the entire game now. Just so much attack speed. If only they had the Ogre on their own side with the Bloodlust.
Yeah, but look at this. I mean, there is God around. If we have Jotum coming bottom, and he has a TP scroll already, one Chrono, and we have a disaster, a massacre again on that bottom line. But at the moment, they're still trying. The Ogre, Magi, as well as Toral here. But there's the Chronosphere. Instant Tornado, but he's dodging it, and they're gonna get that bouncy kill, regardless of the stuns. But BCC really close. Never mind. He somehow survives. I can't believe this. They somehow survive. They still want to get that cryo kill, and they are successfully so. But BCC losing his life here. Like, he wasn't even... Wait, was he on a killing spree? No, he was not. But still, like, this is a good value trade for Denial. I did not see this outcome. It started so well. What a nice dodge of the tornado.
Yeah, the dodge was excellent, although he got stunned up by something anyway. I think it was the Fire Blast, maybe. And that's the one downside if you go for Mask of Madness as well. You have like 800 HP, only 1 point into backtrack. Just wasn't tanky enough at that point, and how the hell could they not even kill a Beastmaster in the Chronosphere like that? Even without the Faceless Void being able to damage too much. I would have thought that the Zeus is still gonna have enough, but man, excellent turnaround from Denial.
Yep, and I have to excuse myself for just a minute.
Okay, so Carter does get this Battle Fury. It was 14 minutes, 10 seconds in or something like that, so extremely fast. Gonna continue farming just as he did in game number 1. And Faceless Void dying there, definitely not helping the pace of Virtus.Pro. And they don't really have any other hard hitters apart from the Faceless Void. But you all know he's gonna get cold snapped up. Carter blinks on him, Fire Blast to follow Ignite as well, Mana Void to get the kill before any Echo Stomps or something along those lines come out. So really nicely done, making sure that there's not gonna be a turnaround there either.
Yep, so, and I'm also back. Sorry, I just had to check password for all the other channels. Like, we have so much Dota action going on today. But top G. Definitely out of position. There's the stun. There will be the Ignite minus armor as well. Garda just needs to blink. He has the Yule Scepter holding him for a tiny bit there. But Jotum is coming in. I don't know if he can change anything in this fight. I don't think so. Garda is just getting that kill. That's also a killing spree. So nice and tasty 400 gold there for Garda. That means Battle Fury is done. That was at what? Never mind.
It was just 14 minutes, 10
40
seconds,
minutes.
something like that.
Yeah.
But Fonzie is gonna die in the mid lane, time walked over, Echo Stomp will land as well, so they get the kill, but of course they lost Seedoy, even used Stampede to try to escape, Choral still chased him down.
Yeah, that was Beastmaster and Choral in combination, but like that was just the revenge kill on him pretty much. And top tower is now, well, cliffed up at 50 HP, and they're going back because they know there is a rotation, and oh, there's the Chrono, they found it on fucking Mad. I don't think they even need any external damage, but well... It looked like Scarif Mage securing that kill. In the end, BCC still getting credit for it. So in the end, still getting the 2 kills. And the tower will be denied. There is already the blink coming out. I don't think they forget about it. I hope they don't forget about it.
Yeah, well, if everybody else does, at least God will come through and probably deny it anyway. They're gonna go back now for it as well. I mean, if they don't deny it, I'm gonna be like, what?
No, it's not happening at the moment. He's flying around. Yeah, it's deny tower bait. So Virtus.Pro at the moment leaving the tower alive. Okay, that's quite interesting. Oh, what a bit. Yep, Now the Invoker gets to that stage of the game where he's just so goddamn hard to kill. And in the mid, the tower has been denied now by Jodam. The tower top is still on deny range, so this is a lot less gold for denial here, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what that goal was. In the end, like, of course they don't see everything on the map just like we observers do and the viewers, but even if, like, diving between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, like, always prone to have, like, some sort of rotation in there besides all the people being around in the jungle, and the Zeus and the ET in combination alone, that was very optimistic going into this. And I think with this two-man feed, they just gonna give Virtus.Pro another tower here. Yeah, that's I guess always true, but still, like, Virtus.Pro, they're hanging around 4 people at the moment here in that bottom line. They want it. They want the big fat chrono, and they're not fucking mad. No, they just want the tower, but if they come, there is a chrono, and they just hold the chrono back. Mystic Flare, a lot of damage on fucking mad. There's a tornado for 2. Maybe they can catch up. Yes, they're gonna get Jotum here for a tier 1 tower, but they already lost fucking mad. Yo, being slowed up, but I don't think they're gonna dive, because that would leave them in a very awkward position around the other tier 1 tower. And oh my god, Yule Scepter here on the anti-mage. He still has a plank, but they need instant stun on him, and the bashes are coming. No, beautiful stun here, beautiful fire blast, preventing that hoof stomp from coming through. Otherwise, Garda would have been in big trouble. Swap on the illusion. Well, it was a good reaction. Like, in case that was the real one, Garda is even jumping forward. He's way more aggressive than last game, but this is a perfect transition. There's a double damage for the anti-mage. Roshan is directly there. They're gonna get a stomp in their face, but they don't care. Like, they have enough to get that Roshan down. Look at the damage on Roshan. Minus armor up on him. Jesus Christ. I don't think anything's happening here. The stomp is still on cooldown. They're gonna finish this Roshan easily. Oh, the silence! The silence and the Yule Scepter at the same time, and oh my god, the damage on the anti-mage. This is just crazy. Just 1 point in the spell shield, so he's absolutely easy food for them. This is a 6-for-1 trade. Sure, they get the experience and gold from Roshan, but Jesus Christ, that was not worth it after all. Virtus.Pro making here a beautiful play.
Oh god, man, that was absolutely crazy. That was by no means an easy Roshan for denial there.
No, I mean, getting the Roshan was easy. Keeping everybody alive and going away with their rages, that was not so easy. It really looked like, I mean, the speed Roshan died, I was really... Oh my god, fucking mad. Getting initiated on here. He gets the magic missile and tower damage as well. There is a swap directly in there, but oh my god, the Stampede is just securing it. We have a stomp here on fucking mad. It's not enough for a kill, or is it? Yep. G is coming back to Primal Roar a bit too late. He's gonna pay for it. That's a dominating streak down for him. And now we have even Joral there. And yo, he's not gonna get the EMP, but well, the Chronosphere coming a tiny bit too late. Joral is the first one to die. BCC, however, he has to get somehow out after this fight. At the moment, Garda is coming in, and BCC, he's gonna pay with his life. Never mind, Sidoi coming in, cleaning up, but also giving away his life. Make this a 2-for-4 trade. I mean, after this, Roshan Denial is just saying, thank you, Virtus.Pro. This was exactly the fight we needed to come back into this game.
Wow, just this. it happens so often somehow in so many games that first one team takes like a huge team fight, like complete wipe almost, then it happens the other way around. Ryojay finds Shotum as well, but gets silence and going for the TP out. Smart choice by the Skyref as well. Probably his only choice to actually escape, because otherwise would have been blocked in. But Carter, man, he's so damn far. 1.5k on him. Almost 1300 net worth compared to that of a 10k Faceless Void. At least Faceless Void is gonna get a BKB, but you could see that he himself just doesn't have enough damage quite yet. So he needs the assistance of his team to be there, just natural order, anything.
Yep, and let's see what else is happening. I mean, at the moment, Denial, they're striking back even after they took a huge blow to the face. Anti-Mage, well, we are on the way back to the heart, just like the other game, and they want to go here on BCC. There would be a tornado up, but yeah, he knows that something is wrong. Time walk out, and that's the easy thing. Gada, however, well, he needs 1.1k, and then we have the Reaver up on him, boosting his HP. He definitely needs that. He also needs the level. Like, he needs that spell shield. I know a lot of it will be, like, sort of negated by the Elder Titan, just because, yeah, you gain some magic resistance, but you lose your base magic resistance by the ET, so it's like almost a ±0. We have to actually do some theory crafting on how much that is boosting and negating. But oh my god, they have to go back here. Virtus.Pro, they want them. There's a smoke towards the bottom lane. Jural is still there, but Ghost Walk out, and Garda is already TPing. I don't think they're gonna... Nope, they're not gonna manage it unless there's a Yule Scepter around, but there's not. So this is definitely easy going.
Did PCC see the Ghost Walk being activated of the Invoker though? If he did, he might just go for like a random Chronos here, because it does reveal invis units. It's of course a huge risk, because if you whiff it, it's just gonna be pretty much your biggest ultimate for the team fights on cooldown. So, did he see it or didn't he?
Nope. Nope. In the end, well, what's the reason for this pause right now? We have Void. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, in theory, if he just suspects the Invoker being there with the Ghost Walk, he could go for a Chrono right now. But I'm not sure. No, this is not gonna happen. This is just me wishing for the impossible when we have pause screens up.
Well, pause screens are best, man. You have to have at least one pause during a game, otherwise it's bad luck.
What? Couch is muted on stream? I just here.
It's all lies, man. It's all
lies.
Yep.
Who muted you?
God itself, man.
God himself. But I don't know, like I have it deactivated, but maybe you're muted in Dota TV.
Oh no, it's fine. I was muted for a little while, just because I went for a massive sneeze and the hotkey someone didn't unmute it before, but...
Massive sneeze. Yeah. But to be honest, today I have a different microphone today, and I don't have a mute button on like a microphone for it, which means I actually have to mute myself.
Don't you have like a hotkey for like a Skype mute just?
Yeah, the Skype mute, but that's the funny part. Like for all the people that watch it in Dota TV, they still get a full-blown sneeze in their ears. So it's cool. All the people on stream, they're fine, but all the people on Dota TV,
sounds
they're
are
like,
worse anyway, and they probably can't hear us as well. So
that's
what you get for not watching on stream, guys. If you're on Dota TV, you deserve the sneeze.
Yeah, Dota TV will be punished. You get sneezes and coughs and everything. Like on stream, we're nice enough to like mute it. But finally, I mean, they said he's lagging and he was not disconnected for all that time, but now he's actually disconnected. So I hope the problems are not real. Because guys, we have so much. To be honest, I think today is Russian Dota time. Like Denial is the only like European team that somehow keeps it up. We have Virtus.Pro versus Denial right now. Then whoever wins here will go against Power Rangers. If that is Virtus.Pro, it stays a CIS team. And even on the other channels, on HeflaTV 1, we have, what? Album Sheet versus Vega. Tomorrow we have BBC versus the Dream Destroyers. Okay, that's not CIS, but today Album Sheet, Vega, that's something else. And even in the BOC on Hitbox, we have, what? CCK versus Denial, BBC versus Album Sheet. So it's a ton of CIS versus here and there, like a EU team. Like, I'm looking forward to this day. So much Dota to come.
Yeah, I just love the fact that some games randomly get postponed without us being properly notified. Then some games randomly appearing. It's like, oh, we see that there's the Yardley Festival final from Dota 2 launch. Thanks, admins.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. But that's the funny part. Like, if you as a official caster on a tournament like know the news from D2L, that's bad. That's actually bad when the admins like fail to inform you.
Especially I mean, had we had all the tournaments actually run out properly without them getting delayed by like more than half a month, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
It would be fine, but now since every little tournament is getting delayed, suddenly it's like, oh, you have all the games on that one day for like 4 different tournaments. Like,
and this is with, you know, that's the funny part. This is with Synergy League actually being postponed. I mean, I know there has been like the Summit qualifiers, I-League qualifiers, and that all interfered with like the Tier 2 tournaments like Battle of Central Europe, GG League, etc., etc. But we kind of accepted all this. But supposedly, I mean, now in December, that was supposed to be the Synergy League and the LAN and everything. But I'm so glad this all got postponed, because just imagine we would have that as well with the team schedules and everything. That would have meant like some of the tournaments being, I don't know, played shortly before Christmas, after Christmas, maybe between Christmas and New Year's. I mean, the European one at 24th September, not the Russian one in, when is it? In January or so, right? The Russian Christmas?
I think it's like start of January, something. I am not too sure. But I think they celebrated on like the proper day as well. Still, I'm not too sure, man.
Yeah, but
I know they have a different Santa Claus. I'm not too sure what it's called.
Yeah,
exactly.
they have Father Frost. They don't have Santa Claus like the Western Santa Claus. They have Father Frost.
And he actually punishes naughty children and whatnot.
No, like it's pretty much the same guy, but there are like some different fairy tales and laws about like the Russian Christmas.
Isn't he like more mean and stuff? Because that's how I remember it from my childhood.
Well, he's a Russian Santa Claus, so he has to be like Soviet mean. But no, like I actually know this because I mean I was born in East Germany and also raised for the first years there, and like even after the Cold War, we still had like the old like Russian. I mean they were translated into German, so we had that. I'm actually on German TV, but like the old Russian fairy tales about like Father Frost and stuff. So I actually know at least like some of that stuff, and I always liked them. I always liked those Russian fairy tales as a child. They're, to be honest, they are way better than what came from the West, Disney and all that crap. Like if I have to choose between like Disney or like the old Russian fairy tales for my children, I'd go for the Russian stuff. So I'm not a big fan of like when it comes to, I don't know, Russia overall and everything and politics, but when it comes to their old fairy tales, I love them as a child.
Good stuff, man. Cool story, bro.
Oh, come on. Like, it's
Yeah,
a fucking pause. There's nothing else to talk about, so I might as well share some insight on my childhood.
I mean, the one thing that is rather weird about this game is that the XP as well as the gold, they are pretty much evened out in both graphs. So neither team has a huge lead or anything, but if you just look at the net worth, just the fact that Anti-Mage, he's just so damn farmed. He's almost level 16 as well. Has only 1 point into Spell Shield though up against a rather heavy magic damage lineup. What would you think of that?
That's, well, we have to see. I mean, I already mentioned it, that like we have to get like more points in Spell Shield. Like he definitely needs that, especially when G goes for his full load. That means we're gonna see, I don't know, him being around and Lightning Bolt plus Arc Lightning plus the Thunder God's Wrath, and let's see what else he's going for. At the moment, with the Helm of Ironville, we're gonna see say it like Veil of Discord pretty much soon, so he's gonna get even more amplification plus the ET being around plus the seal. So if they want to go for like full YOLO on it, they could go for the ET. We have the Astral Spirit around, and of course the Natural Order. We have the Ancient Seal and a Veil of Discord, and that completely negates everything, even Spell Shield. But right now, I don't know if you read it on Skype, but in the I-League group, they just said, fucking match just said, they all have 90% packet loss. So it looks like the Volvo Luxembourg server is completely...
It's just so classic that it's a third game of the series. It's like, come on, last game, we can get it over with, but no, something goes to shit every single time.
And Ishmet Bea, of course. Shout out to Rocky, Kale, Christy, Adnan, Omer, and Tezia Bergische. Whatever that means. And now they're all like disconnecting.
Okay. So 92%, it's increasing, guys. The packet loss is increasing. Maybe if it loads to 100, then it's going to reset itself.
Yeah, it's just like a big fat loading bar. Like once you have 100% packet loss, we can unpause and everything is good. I mean, it's fair. With 100% packet loss, you're pretty much not in the game anymore. You don't receive anything, so you might as well just let the AI play it out.
You know why I like pauses?
Why? Because I'm trash talking?
so I can, in freedom, not have to worry about moving my camera too much, and I can ban all the freaking spammers on chat.
Oh, culture. So, guys, if you ever wondered who is the Nazi mod on HeflaTV, it's culture. It's not me.
I'm only like banning out those who like randomly spam. Like, if I see one name appear on my chat on the other screen like 4 times, it's like, dude, please.
The chat speed at the moment is so fast, like it's kind of hard to even click someone, to be honest. So I don't even bother.
That's even worse. If with this speed of the chat I see like 4 times one name, it's like, dude, you're spamming too much.
Yeah.
If you can like go for whatever you want to say, but just do it within like reasonable timings, like every 20 seconds or so. It's fine, man.
But to be honest, I mean, the people are not actually doing like a proper chat at the moment. It's really just I mean, look what we have. We have Obama suck, Obama suck. I have no idea what Obama has to do, because the casters are from Estonia and Germany. The players are from Russia and France. So America is definitely not in this game. There's not a single US guy here whatsoever. But sure, spam Obama suck. I don't know what it has to do with this game. Sure, go for it. If that makes you happy, I don't know. So the chat is kind of pointless at some point. But no, and of course we have massive Ruski chat, Max Report. TPR Ruski chat.
Okay, so I think they maybe found like a semi-fix that the game is back. At some point the game actually disappeared. Fucking Matt said that he cannot disconnect nor reconnect just because the Dota doesn't like recognize the game anymore. But
awesome.
It's back up now apparently, and we only have one player still disconnected, man. Only one.
BCC. Yeah. He's not even online. So besides,
okay,
I don't know. Besides all the problems on Volvo's side, maybe BCC has some personal stuff as well.
He was the first one to have lags and then disconnect, so that was probably before the server itself started having issues, I think.
I guess. And some people are like, what is this shit? This shit is called pause. And it's the pause of the 3rd game in I-League, Virtus.Pro versus Denial. It's 22-18 and 23 minutes in. The game is everything but decided. But yeah, unfortunately, the decision is taking quite some time because we have this nasty packet loss on the Luxembourg server at the moment. So for all those who just joined, now you know what's going on.
Oh, PCC reconnects.
Whoa.
So that's a good sign, but at least the positive from this is that the winner of this will be facing Power Rangers, so they cannot start the 2nd game without us or anything like that. Although I would expect that whoever wins this game, whether it be Virtus.Pro or Denial, having played for like straight 3 hours in a row more or less, they probably want to have like at least a 10-15 minute break, I would expect.
Yeah, but well, ping is okay for all. At least the admin asked, but they unpaused already, and we have Jorel. Well, he is in the ghost form, and I'm not sure if they know what's happening. There's the ultimate, and they have vision on him. Easy kill on Jorel. They knew this is happening. To be honest, this is one of those things where I say this could have been stream snipe, because under normal circumstances, I'm not sure they knew that he was around.
I think they just saw the ghost walk. Like, I thought they might have. I think he used the ghost walk just as he came out of the trees earlier, so he might have been in vision range.
Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they were just like thinking that somebody's around, because they definitely knew the anti-mage was around there before. So
but it's not like it does matter. I mean, in the end, all the players had the problem, so this was not like a puppy pause or anything. Either way, we're back into the game, 24 minutes here. We just got that kill on Jorel. It's not gonna have too much of an effect in this game. They're actually happy that Gardak got out there. He keeps his farm up now in the jungle, and he has the gold now for the Reaver, which means he's on a good way to that hard, and he definitely needs it. He needs 3 more levels for the max amount of spell shield, and the rest goes then into hard, so he gets the tankiness by items and by skills pretty much soon, and he desperately needs it against all that magical power by Virtus.Pro.
Well, at the moment, the graph still more or less zeroed, so will the BKB on BCC just be the difference maker in the fights, do you think?
Well, once he has the BKB, he can't be stopped in the chrono. Like, right now, all he had to fear in the chrono was Primal Roar, which still goes through with the BKB, but the second danger was, of course, like all the stuns by Ogre Magi and of course Vengeful Spirit. The swap is of course still there on the target that is under attack, but he doesn't have to fear Tornado and everything, so I definitely like that. But at the moment we're gonna see Denial, Virtus.Pro going for a tier 1 tower trade. Top tower is really low, while bottom tower, actually they're gonna finish it, but they're gonna be still a tiny bit later. He's trying to slow it down, but in the end, Garda is gonna get credit for it. But Funzy is being caught out there, and BCC is already there. They're not gonna commit the chrono to this. I don't think so. Nope, he's just dead. That's it. They're gonna settle for it. But in the background, Joral is trying to get that kill on the Scarab Mage, and he's trying to TP out, but oh my god. So much happening there, and Joral is gonna pay for it as well. So it's a tier 1 tower trade plus a 2-1 trade in favor for Virtus.Pro. Overall, they come ahead out of this.
Fucking man almost randomly died to just a Thunder God's Wrath there as well. That's just how scary Zeus can be, and now he has that level 3 ultimate as well. He's gonna have a Veil of Discord finished on God, if he can actually properly use it on anybody, but it's just so much magical damage coming out from them. BKBs might be something that Denial are in heavy need of, and well, Anti-Mage does have his, so I guess the most important one is carrying it. So I think Invoker going for 1 as well, so once they get BKBs, their life will get a little bit easier, but until then, Virtus.Pro, their team fight is still extremely scary.
Yeah, definitely. And well, Virtus.Pro, so far they have a tiny lead, but as I said, Anti-Mage can ruin your day anytime, and he didn't go for the heart, he went for a BKB, so he doesn't have to fear all the magical bursts right now. But of course, if he's in the Chronosphere before the BKB, for example, comes off, then he's just as dead. So he somehow has to avoid that Chronosphere at all costs. So it comes down to BCC finding the right Chronospheres, and Virtus.Pro should be fine till the Anti-Mage gets really too tanky.
Okay, so Anti-Mage now went for a Vladimir's offering as well. That's a slightly peculiar choice. I mean, it's nice to have the extra armor, I guess. Especially up against that Elder Titan Natural Order, so you're gonna have at least some armor to work with, not gonna be zeroed out completely. Also the lifesteal, and I think or rather he doesn't want to go for the Heart of the Rash, just because if you have more HP, you're gonna take more damage purely from not only the static field of the Zeus, the passive, also the Elder Titan or Splitter.
Yep, absolutely. And well, at the moment, they just settle for it. But BCC, with Jotum and Yol, they're smoked in the dire jungle. The funny thing is, at the moment, they split the map into pretty much, yeah, reverse order, like west and east. The only difference is Team Russia is at the moment in the west, and Team France is in the east. But at the moment, I think they find each other now with the Astral Spirits scouting out there. They see Joral there, but the smoke is going, I don't know, nowhere. In the end, they just farm each other's jungle. That's pretty much all that's happening right now.
Fancy though does have the Blink Dagger, so he can cover a huge distance before he actually has to go for his ultimate. That might be enough for them to just set up one kill. I mean, Primal Roar into Manta style Anti-Mage into Mana Void. I don't think any of Virtus.Pro's heroes can survive that at this point.
No, but Garda, he's still going for it. At the moment, when it comes to like pushing towers, like they definitely reached that tower earlier. Of course, there is the Astral Spirit slowing it a bit down, maybe going for some slowers. They even find Joral here at the sidelines, but nope, in the end, ultimate being used, and they're gonna get Garda here, but BCC being stunned. The BKB just came off. That was his 10-second BKB. It's more or less just for a retreat. Fuckamat doesn't go for the swap on G, so G doesn't find himself under the tier 2 tower, and even bottom. Now we have a go and the perfectly timed stun on Joral, and he's just dead. So in the end, 2 kills for Virtus.Pro, and well, there's no objective damage done, but still, it's a good trade for Virtus.Pro. They repeat the good trades at the moment, and Denial, they have to be careful about this.
Yeah, they got just so much XP out of this. Pretty nice gold change as well, about 2.2k swing there from the net worth. And it's probably like the 2 best targets to get the kills on as well. Really nicely done. Mjolnir gonna be finished up on Faceless Void. More attack speed, more lightning procs all around everywhere. BKB done on Seedoy Centaur now. So they're getting their own items to fight, and their team fight, it's just better than that of Denial. I mean, Denial, they have lots of single target focus, but they lack the AoE, whereas VP, they have tons of AoE, just Thunder God's Wrath, Chronosphere, Earth Splitter somewhat as well, or Elder Titan just running around with the Astral Spirit.
They just can't do anything against the Void. The Void is really, at the moment, everything Denial has to fear. And I mean, sure, Virtus.Pro, even without the Chrono, gets here and there some kills, but there's always the danger of Garda coming in and just snacking away all of them. There's always the danger of like that multiple Mana Void, but the Chronosphere is completely screwing Denial at the moment. There's just no way. And Yule Scepter here on that bird. Ouch. That was a lot of commitment.
You need to get rid of the vision, I guess. Plus 65 gold as well, not too bad at all. But Carter finds another double damage. Not gonna go as the last time though. But Fanzi, he's around, has the blink there, will roar up, y'all. Should be an easy kill in theory. Fucking Matt gets close enough. He's still alive though. Thundergod's Wrath is there for the turnaround. There's the free man Chrono. Will catch 2 of his own as well. But doesn't really matter. They will clean up anyway. Carter runs into the Chrono for a little while. Gets the mana void. PC drops extremely low. He's going to go for the man fight though. The Bash Lord is there in the end. He does go down. Seedoy will be the next. I guess catching your own heroes in the Chrono was too bad. After all, God, was it a mistake to come in like that? I think
it definitely was. Yeah, it definitely was. He's gonna buy some time with the Yule Scepter, but he is down, definitely going down. Even Joel is coming back in with the Orchid, which was very risky. But yeah, Orchid should preventing the Zeus from getting a kill on. The timing is just perfect. If Denial knew when Roshan is coming back, which is in the next some seconds, then the timing is just perfect. But Cryo is staying around. He sees Roshan respawning, which means, yeah, Garda will come back. He has lifesteal, so he can solo Roshan right now. And this is definitely good news. This is a full team wipe, like for Denial, like against Virtus.Pro, let's say it this way around, and Roshan on top of it. Minus armor coming from the high ground, Vengeful Spirit contributing to the fight. That's good news. This is really good news. The crafts instantly make a turn, like a full 180 degrees turn, and back into Denial's favor after this Roshan, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's going to be pretty close to 0. Network probably slightly in their favor. XP maybe even slightly still favoring Virtus.Pro there, but man, they just got so much out of that. Excellent fight. I mean, the Chronosphere, it was pretty nice, but God wasn't there immediately. They needed the Zeus to be there straight away, I think. Or at least have the Elder Titan natural order. That was the one thing they were lacking as well, because they all died before more or less anything happened. So that's going to be a tier 2. And oh, the blink! They get shot him again. Yeah, right, the meta style Fanzi pops the Chronosphere, or BCC rather, Fanzi, he goes down. Fucking Matt will be the first casualty, but for Vengeful Spirit, it took him a really long time to get the kill. It is a 2-4-0 though, as everybody somehow escapes, but God, he got multicast, my God, triple X as well. Echo Stomp does buy some time though, and he will be able to blink out thanks to that.
Yeah, I mean, they get the tier 2 tower, but they pay with 2, and the mana void, for example, it was into the BKB of the Centaur. That was a 9-second BKB. To be honest, the fight was horrible for Denial, but they get at least a tier 2 tower out of this, and I guess they can live with this overall. But still, Virtus.Pro, they have to find better Chronospheres. Like, BCC at the moment in trouble. If Garda is not in the Chronosphere, then the fights are not going their favor. All the other Chronos so far, they have been on Garda, they got the kill, and once Garda is dead, then everything is just fine. But, yeah, the last 2 Chronos, we didn't have Garda in there, and that's bad news.
Not only that, it's just the Chronospheres, they haven't been like super bad. I mean, catching 2 free heroes is still nice, but there's just no follow-up. Although Denial, they were the ones initiating this time around, so it was still a reasonable fight for Virtus.Pro, considering that they got initiated upon. But there's now a BKB also on the Invoker. Choral has it. They're just getting tankier, but the fight can still go really either way. I mean, the graphs, XP 0, net worth about like 1700 in the favor of Denial, but wow. Aghanim Scepter done now on the Ogre Magi. That's a huge item pickup. Plus, he's so close to that level 3 multicast.
Absolutely, like he is pretty close to that level 16, might get it actually on the way, and they 5-man smoke up, they want to find anything. Anything would be good, and maybe it's even BCC or Jotum. All they have to do is jump in. They're Tornado actually fishing for it, but they don't get it. Garda jumping in, Jotum is already a guaranteed kill. The ultimate of Zeus given vision on everything, but well, Denial, they got their 1 kill. Garda even being super aggressive. He can, because he got the Aegis, so he can do what an anti-mage does, going in and pressuring Virtus.Pro, and well, they want to get BCC. BCC is, yeah, he's TPing out. That's easy, but that also means potential tier 2 going down without Virtus.Pro resisting.
Man, this is huge for Denial, and of course the Thunder God's Wrath having been used as well, it makes it even harder, but oh fucking mad, he's gonna get caught in the Earth Splitter, the only one though, and man, he's a support, nobody cares all that much I guess, but Cedar gets the stun onto Carter, they need the Chronosphere, but it gets stopped by the Primal Roar and the Deafening Blast, he gets multicasted now once, he just has to escape, he can go for a Chronosphere still if he really wants to, but that's not the best of fights. Carter though, gonna come back, he gets Chrono, they need to get the kill. He doesn't have the Aegis anymore, but the stuns onto BCC. Swap back from fucking Mad as well. Carter, he's safe, pops the BKB, will reinitiate into the fight, gets the mana void, gets the cleave on it, onto the Zeus as well. Although still has to escape, and he gets taken out by Elder Titan.
Yeah, El Titan, I mean, look at his damage. He hits at the moment for 300. Like, this went for, like, entire creep wave plus 5 heroes of denial. So in the end, they get rid of the Aegis. BCC is dying there. Like, he had just a horrible, unlucky initiation. Like, he got down before the BKB even triggered to, like, 20% or so. Joral is still alive. Maybe he wants to go for Yule. Yule, however, well, with the Yule Scepter and everything, I don't think he can go for that kill. Joral is risking a lot, but, well, there's the EMP slowing him. Yule Scepter at the moment buying some time, but yeah, well, there's still the Orchid, some right clicks, and I don't think it's enough. Or Yule, no, Yule is dying with a tornado. Never mind, the Zeus is just cleaning it up, but in the end, both of them die.
Well, at least Invoker doesn't get XP for it, I guess. But that was so funny. Just Thundergod Wrath out of nowhere.
All about the XP. So in the end, Joral, I guess it's a 1-1 trade, but it's definitely the ET getting the tiny bit better trade out of this when you look at the XP. Still, 35-28 at the moment. Funzi. Let's see, we have a Necro free soon coming out for him, but I don't think that Necro is gonna make too much of a difference here in those fights. I don't know, like the fights are such a mess and so much burst damage at the moment. I don't think the Necro's really gonna make too much of a difference. The only thing where the Necros really contribute is I don't know, creating space for bigger, fatter mana voids. I mean, this is a mana void level 3, obviously, and with additional mana burn on certain targets when they clumped up, then of course this is good. That's the only upside I see at the moment on the Necros.
If they like Raw or BCC, they might get the mana burn so that he can't even Chronosphere, for example.
If Garda hits him and the Necros, yes, that might actually happen, and he doesn't really have anything to restore mana. He doesn't have a stick, and they don't have arcanes around. I mean, they have arcanes, but like once arcane, they only restore 135 mana, which is not even enough for the Chronosphere. So if Garda actually hits you and you're BCC, then you're kind of screwed. So that might actually work out. That might be the goal of the Beastmaster here. Other than that, of course, it's some split push coming out here and there. But then again, we also need 2 more recipes for the Necros. The first one is almost reached. The third one will come out. However, we have to look more at what BCC is going next for. At the moment, he finished in Mjolnir, has 3.8k on top of it, so Quelling Blade getting out of the inventory pretty much soon, and then he's replacing it with what? That's the big question. I mean, Anti-Mage has a Butterfly already, which means for BCC, it's time to go into MKB.
You really need the MKB because Anti-Mage, just by far the biggest threat of denial, and you need to be able to focus him down, you need to be able to bash him, just do anything to him. And at least he has like plenty of gold to get it soon enough if he wants to go for that item. And
yep.
I mean, is there a chance that he goes for something else?
I don't think so. No. That seems to me like the only good solution. But let's see. Like I'm smelling a big fight coming. Garda this time obviously not equipped with the Aegis, so he has to be a bit more careful than he has been. I don't know, around the other times. Virtus.Pro at the moment, they stick together. They know there's no Aegis, so why not going for it? Did we just see an ultimate of Zeus? No, that was just faking it. I heard the "you can't run from heaven" sound.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's fine to pop it randomly just to get some vision on the enemy. Although I do believe they saw him with this Observer Ward at the bottom rune anyway. But
to be honest, in these fights, at the moment, the fights are so close, I think you should keep the ultimate. I mean, having the vision, just using it randomly and getting the vision on the entire map, like where the enemy is a good thing. But in this case, at the moment, Virtus.Pro, they're not very superior in the fights. It's always a close call. All these fights have been a close call. But at the moment, I think Garda, you should not be here. If BZZ finds him, that's an easy kill, but at the moment they're all on the run. Stampede being used, and well, into the Lincoln. So Cryo is definitely going down. They want more, however. They're fucking mad. Is the next target, and he's going down as well. Magic Missile just buying some time, but yeah, this is 2 down for denial. With anything else happening, the others they retreated already. This was just the slowest guys were caught as usual.
Yeah, and with that, Monkey King Bar finished on PCZ as well, so they can definitely fight denial. Denial. They maybe are looking for yet another like a single pickup like they got on God last game on Death Prophet. If they find another pickup like that when it's like 40 plus minutes in already, it might just be game once again. So maybe denial, they are kind of angling for that. This time around, I mean, Invoker theoretically can be a carry as well, but Choral just doesn't have the farm to back it up at this point.
Nope, I don't really see it happening, and I'm not quite sure what Denial's plan is at the moment, because like every time they retreat and like lose one or two supports, like by the time they come back, BCC's Chrono is up again. And this was even a fight without Chrono. Like BCC did the right thing to just chase those two supports. And in case someone is re-engaging, oh Joral, what you doing here? Like Vision should be up on him, but he's using the BKB still. Like that BKB won't help you. Like he should have instantly TP. There's the Ice Ball buying some time. He's trying to TP out, but the BKB, is it fading? Jesus, that just took all a bit too long. This was a 9-second BKB. If it was like a second longer, he might have been successful with it. In the end, they just lose another one. So Denial, I don't know, versus a 4-man or 5-man squad of Virtus.Pro all the time sticking together, you just can't go for this sort of split push approach. I just don't see this being successful.
It was definitely a little bit weird. I mean, maybe if just straight off BKB TP out, probably would have made it there as well. He tried to run away. I'm not too sure what he was really expecting to happen there, but... Well, Denial, they're just bleeding heroes every now and then. Yes, Carter is getting farmed, but he's gonna be 6-slotted soon enough. Boots of Trials will be the only upgrade for him. Gonna have the Abyssal Blade. And oh, they get the jump on God. I guess that's what they were looking for. God has buyback, but PZ, he TP's in as well. He's completely out of mana now.
Whoa.
What was
Jesus.
that? And
that
Void does not have buyback.
Yeah, we have no buyback. That is the perfect opening for Virtus.Pro here. Sure, they're gonna trade some towers, and the Zeus is buying some time with that Stomp, but this is good news for Denial. This is exactly what they were looking for. At least getting that cliff out is good news, and as long as BCC is down, we don't see anything coming here. G being just, I don't know, okay, never mind. He finished with just the blink out, but it doesn't stop that pressure on the tower here.
Well, I guess they do make them back off. Denial. Oh, they went Dark Carter. He gets stunned up as well. Mystic Flare to follow. Is it gonna be enough? Yes, it is. So they get the animation return. It's not all that bad in the end, I guess. Fucking Mad will TP out just barely. Cryo J, he's on the run, but I don't think he can actually escape. Seedoy will body block a little bit. Hoof Stomp to follow. Echo Stomp as well. So in the end...
that was less exciting than I actually thought. I thought Denial just found the opening, but Seedoy really to the rescue. Seedoy rescued that day. He completely salvaged everything that went wrong there in the mid, and BCC will be back for this Roshan. I don't know if they're gonna start Roshan without BCC. I don't think that's a good idea, but BCC is back in 20 seconds. We have a buyback on Garda because they know Virtus.Pro. They play with the idea of going into Roshan, but yeah, without what did I just say? BZZ. Oh, Jesus Christ, today. My tongue twisters. But in the end, it's more or less a standoff, but Garda is already coming in. We have, yeah, Funzy also coming. The Necros will help with the entire thing. And I think this Roshan goes again to Denial. We have to see. Virtus.Pro, do they do anything? Earth Splitter, that's everything.
That's a cheese as well now. Funzy will pick up the cheese. Aegis, of course, does go to Choral. I guess Anti-Mage must be tanky enough on his own, but
no,
especially since he bought back. He also bought back, so if he dies now, they are screwed, so... It's just like one Chronosphere to win the game now for VP.
This is one of those situations where I actually think putting that Skullbasher into the Courier, going for the Aegis, is a better decision than keeping the Skullbasher, because right now they can kill the Anti-Mage.
You might as well sell your boots if you're the Anti-Mage, man.
No, the boots are fine, and at the moment with these fights, Wolf and Backs, I think he needs the movement speed. But to be honest, that Skullbasher, it's not a game changer at the moment unless it's an Abyssal Blade, in my opinion.
Like, you sell Power Threads, take Aegis, buy up Abyssal Blade.
No, I'm not a big fan of it, but it does matter. In the end, it comes down to keeping the Aegis on the Anti-Mage, but they decide the Aegis goes to the Invoker, and, well, there's the ultimate scouting out where they are, and Denial goes instantly back. Still, we have to see, because you're right, Coach, you're absolutely right. If Anti-Mage dies right now, that's the opening for Virtus.Pro. And this is not just anything, this is potentially Rax if they lose the Anti-Mage, because then they can't hold it back. But they go for aggressive approach instead. Yule might be the target, even though he can stall some time with the Yule Scepter. Let's see where this one is going. There's the Chronosphere. Big fat Chronosphere, only on 2. Jorel is the one who's coming back, but at the moment, Garda. That's the important thing. Garda is in the background already working on G, but at the moment, nothing's really working off. 2 heroes already lost for Denial. Garda still trying to get G down. That's it, but it's also BCC going down. Seedoy is the next target at the moment. All the buybacks are coming back. BCC joining the fight. It's a free-for-free trade with the buyback on top at the moment, and we have to see where this one is going. They want to re-engage, it looks like, but Tornado throwing him into the air, Jotum slowed him. They still want to go for Jorel, but he's helping himself just with the Ghost Walk. Garth is still around, finishing off that poor Jotum who got low by the Necros. And now Joel, BCC, the only ones without a Chronosphere. They go in, but look at all this damage. BCC completely out of mana. And even that Maelstrom won't help here. Garda going down. Jorah, can he finish him off? Okay, who needs mana? You just finish him off. Full 5-man wipe now on Denial as well. 2 alive for Virtus.Pro. What a mess. What a mess. Look at this fight recap.
They should have just gone for the kill on Yol, to be honest. They cannot have the natural order be around in the fight. That just made such a huge difference. And not only that, also the Necrobooks came in to try to help out BCC. But the Necrobooks, I think the mana drain was maybe a little bit too much even. Otherwise, Anti-Mage's mana drain would have done more damage. But it's just all of those units attacking into the Mjolnir shield. It just killed them.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna lose too much on this. I mean, BCC might get here the tier 2 tower, but that's pretty much about it. He's protected by the Lincolns at the moment, so the Ogre can't really do anything with some lucky unrefined Fire Blast plus Fire Blast multicast. But still, like, this came down to the huge question for me. Aegis on Joel, what did he do this fight? In my opinion, not much. I mean, they opened on him, he came back to the fight, but the Anti-Mage dying here and not being able to finish BCC, I don't know. I'm really not sure. Like, I would have to watch like a replay to assess this fight. In the end, it was a big fat buyback on Faceless Void. Obviously, that hurts a lot. But still, Denial, they can't follow up on any of these fights. They lose the tier 2 tower, which is not a big thing to happen. Now top, they go for the tier 2 tower as well. Virtus.Pro is already grouping up there. The only one who's missing is G, and he doesn't have BOTs or anything, which means he's not anywhere close to get it. I think they just fall back here.
Yeah, probably so. It's always nice to get the tier 2s down, just because if you reach the base, if you can break the base, at least you can get multiple sets of racks at the same time. But looking at the item progression, there's just kind of a lot of PKBs on Virtus.Pro sides. Not much apart from that. Cedo, he does have the Heaven's Halberd, so gonna help out against the Anti-Mage, I guess. When his PKB expires already.
Yeah, and of course the most important thing is now we have the Abyssal Plate finished, as well as now almost enough buyback gold. Once the cooldown is going down, we have not 2 minutes. Oh, but did they just find fucking mad? No, instead, there's a Stampede trying to buy some time here at the moment for Jotum, but Jotum, you're screwed if they actually follow up, but Garda is not coming. Jotum is helping himself just by escaping into the fog of war, and whoa, there's the ultimate, he sees where they are, and Jotum is getting healthy out of this. This was a surprise. I actually thought Denial was gonna chase this, but they expected, I don't know, some bait or just too much effort for a support kill, I don't know.
It's grand escape for sure. Stampede, it's not that big of a cooldown, and I guess they don't really expect to fight within that next 30 seconds or so from now on. But Carter, he can go for Boots of Travels if he wants to, of course. Probably wants to say for buyback, which he's gonna have in 1 minute and 25 seconds. So do Denial even try to fight before that? Do they wait for the buyback on Anti-Mage or maybe even the next Roshan?
I guess it comes down to this, but then again, the Aegis won't be on Garda, so if Garda gets taken out in those fights, like, I don't know, we have to look into PTs being replaced by BOTs, so the Anti-Mage can buy back and join the fight again, but oh my god, like, they just smoked here, but Jotum knows there is someone invisible around, there is, oh my god, they found the initiation here, it is Funty coming in, there's actually a pretty bad chrono at the moment, it's only on fucking Mad Seadoy and Jotum in there, but more or less helping them at the moment. We have Anti-Mage going already for the ET, Sunstrike completely off target. Now it's again Garda versus BCC, but Garda has to get the hell out of here. It's a 1-1 trade, or it's a 2-1 trade actually, with the Centaur buying back. And let's see, there's still some action happening on Jotum, but that's it. Denial, they're gonna retreat out of this just because Garda is too low.
That Chronosphere just catching only one. Fancy did run back into it as well, and Fancy, he also used his Primal Roar into the Lincoln Sphere of Yol there.
Yeah. Actually, Chrono was better for Denial than it was for Virtus.Pro. Because he got fucking mad, sure, yeah, get a Vengeful Spirit out of the fight. But Jotum was there, he got pretty much all the heat. Sidoy was there, and he was stuck in the Chrono, so the Ogre was like, okay, sure, nice Chrono, thank you, BCC. And in the background, Garda was already working on the ET, making sure that all the stuns and the Natural Order is not in the fight, and from there on, I don't know, it went just downhill. The buyback on Sidoy was enough intimidation to stop it somehow, but without the buyback on the center, I think the Naya maybe would have marched forward. But we have to consider one thing, and that's quite interesting. Like in the other game, the Anti-Mage had a heart, which made it really possible that you just blink out, and I don't know, within 10 seconds you're back to full HP, and you join the fight. Now without the heart, it's quite interesting, to be honest, because once he's low HP, he's low HP. It's not like he's rejoining the fight really fast. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah, he's pretty much 6 slot as well, so I mean, I guess you could go for something like a Satanic if you really wanted to, but what would you even drop for that? I mean, it's
there's nothing to drop at the moment. I mean, to be honest, at this stage of the game, if this goes much longer, then you have to drop the Battle Fury at some point, because you're not gonna get cleave on the heroes. You're gonna be fast enough to push out creep waves and everything. You have to drop something else. But there's either the Battle Fury option or the boots option. But at the moment, as I said, he's chasing forth and back all the time, which means the boots is not really the option. But at the moment, we have Funzy being invisible right next to BZZ, but Denial, they're actually going in the other direction, so they're not gonna make an opening here on the Faceless Void.
Oh man, life is pretty tough at the moment. 15 minutes in. It's both teams, you can see that they don't want to make any mistakes just because this late into the game, one mistake might just end you the game. Fancy is still around with the invis, which is gonna expire soon enough. Is he going for an Orchid or is it actually a refresher orb for Fancy? And looks like Carter, he's going for an AC next. Oh, but they jump on him, but BZ gets the immediate bash. His Primal comes out a little bit too late. BKB is there for Faceless Void. Oh, the crosshair whiff though.
Oh, BCC, what are you doing? My friend, BCC, this is not good news. Now there's a tornado fishing for him. He doesn't really find it, but I mean, he can still turn around. He's tanky enough for everything. Jotem getting a deafening blast in his face. There is a stomp, but BKB is on Joel. Nobody cares for your BKB. Nice swap out, BCC there. There is no chrono, but he's still gonna make fucking mad. Regret this decision. Garda is not around. Now he's joining the fight, but yep, they're already blowing the horn for retreat. It looked so good. I mean, a whiffed chrono, the Beastmaster somehow escaping. I really thought we were gonna see somehow a fight for Denial, but no, it didn't really work out.
Yeah, pretty damn lame, I have to say, but well, it's just a case that neither team really wants to commit too much, and Anti-Mage was just a little bit too far away. Hex now picked up on Invoker, but can they get Carter? The silences, the stuns aren't there. Sido gets the jump on Cryo J instead. BZ dropped pretty low as well from the stuns before, but they get Cryo J. BZ will be healthy, and well, that's no Ogre for 70 seconds.
Yeah, and this is not over yet. Like, this might be still Jural. Well, he was fishing with a lightning bolt for some vision. Roshan is actually soon something we have to consider. There is 1 more minute. There's a Sunstrike scouting, sees Yol, but that's pretty much about it. The Beastmaster at the moment just trying to do some split push. He had cooldown on the Necro unit, so the split push is not really as effective as we would have thought. In the end, it comes down to the Ogre respawning. By the time Roshan respawns, it's another like 30 seconds or so. And I think the next big fight we're gonna see is about Roshan. And to be honest, with the current buyback status, only on BCC, only on Garda, and only on G, we might see a very decisive fight. I mean, at least a lane of Rax or so is due.
Well, if we're actually gonna get a proper fight as well, most likely it's gonna be like 1 or 2 heroes dying and everybody else is too scared to fight and will back off. Oh man. Of course, at the moment, if Seedoy was more farmed, let's say he had the Heart of Tarrasque as well on the Centaur, things would be a little bit easier. Centaur is actually, or you can't call him a carry, but you can't really focus him. But oh, the jump is there, the hoof stomp onto Chiral, attempted, got Blinks in as well, and they will get the kill. So I guess Invoker going down 90 seconds without the buyback, that's a pretty good opening for VP.
Yeah, definitely. That means pretty much an easy Roshan unless he buys back, but he doesn't have a buyback. I just mentioned who has buyback and he was not one of them, so Roshan, BCZ is gonna take solo care of this, and in the meantime we have some illusions and everything, just taking care of the Denial lineup. And yeah, Virtus.Pro making... no, this is the 3rd or 4th pickup we had in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Roshan, on top of it, the Aegis is going to BCC, and this is good news, because even beyond the Chronosphere, he's so goddamn tanky. We saw in the last fights that Virtus.Pro went man fighting against BCC, and it just didn't work out.
Well, they do have the Chronosphere back up though. Aegis on the Faceless Void, a refresher or picked up as well, so you with 1 ultimate, you just go for another one, I guess, at this point. Although, will he even have the mana to use the double ultimate?
Well, we have to see. Zidoy wants to come in. He finds the initiation gear on the Ogre. He's already going down. The Chrono holding Garda in place. He has to buy back, but there's a nice swap out. Garda actually finding the other direction, so fucking mad, losing his life for all this. Fancy is also going down. Garda is the last defender pretty much in this. Still, this is bad news. Like, with all the others dying and the only one who has buyback is the one who saved for it, I'm not quite sure if that was worth it. So this is a lane of Rax, maybe even 2. They have to swap top. because the tier 2 bottom still stands, even though it's very low. Actually, the creeps are finishing off right as we speak, which means they can swap to both lanes at the moment. Garda, he has to take care that the bottom lane is protected, but yeah, they're going top. Sidoi already working on that tower. Joral is back in the fight, but it's not like he can do anything. At least he doesn't have to fear the chrono. There's a nice little EMP, but it's not even enough to soak anything. Garda being silenced. He still has the Manta, he still has the Abyssal, but oh my god, the damage he's gonna get. It's so huge. He's gonna make it out. Oh, never mind that. You can't run from heaven. The Zeus is having the last word on this one. He has the buyback. He's using it immediately. Top racks is what they want to go for. But of course, they gotta be careful. They're pretty low. At least BCC has the backup of the Aegis. Joral using the BKB, and I just saw the Mana Void, but it didn't really translate into a kill because there is still the Aegis, and now Garda is of course in trouble. Fucking mad again. The only thing he does is swapping in and out. Joel dying, and they call it GG. Virtus.Pro, that fight around Roshan finished this game. It's unbelievable.
Well, just Chronosphere is so hard to go up against, and the last one was a pretty damn good one. Although Anti-Mage escaped, he was brought so damn low and couldn't really output any damage before, just had to limp all the way back to base. So VP, they take this series 2-1. I guess they were kind of the favorites coming into this anyway, and let's just say it like that lots of people's rares were saved at this point.
For me, this is actually a surprise, because the performance we saw in game number 2 was very good by Denial, and mid-game and then the earlier late game here of Denial was amazing. But then, as I said, the last 6-7 minutes, we saw one kill after another kill just given away, blowing into Virtus.Pro's face, and they were like, yo, guys, thank you. Easy 1 versus 5 fights, and they took Roshan, and from there on it went instantly downhill. It was already on the edge, and Denial, I think they shoveled their own grave here. It's too bad, because I think Garda could have carried this second anti-mage game through. Didn't happen, so congratulations, Virtus.Pro. They go up against Power Rangers pretty much soon.
Yeah, it should be coming up probably within the next 15 minutes or so, maybe a little bit earlier, even depending on if Virtus.Pro are ready to go straight away or not. But it's going to be the final for this qualifier. From the previous qualifier, I do believe it was Hellraisers to advance, winning against Lions 2-1. So guys, stay tuned for more games. We are swapping streamers, so there might be like a small downtime in the stream in a couple of minutes time, but shouldn't be more than 30 seconds. So stick around for Power Rangers versus Virtus.Pro coming up. And always, if you enjoy the games, follow us for more content. All the necessary links will be below the stream. It's HeflaTV everywhere anyway, pretty much. So see you guys for Power Rangers versus Virtus.Pro in about 15 minutes time.